On the morning of March the 29th, Russian troops fired rockets into the building of the Mykolaiv Regional Military Administration. As a result, the central section of the 9th-story building collapsed from the 9th to the 1st floor. 7 dead were taken out from the blockade of the administration building. Another 22 injured people were rescued. We are raking up the blockages. You can't hide the fact that they aimed at the building of the regional administration. Half of the building is demolished. My office got it as well. As for the victims, most of people went out, and we are still looking for some. More than 800 left the building. A fire caused by a rocket attack on an oil depot was extinguished in Lutsk. To remind, the Russian military fired at oil base in Lutsk in the evening on March the 27th. Those fuel supplies that were there burned out. The oil depot was severely damaged. The fire was actually extinguished last night. However, some residuals continued to be extinguished. I would like to thank the rescuers who actually put out the fire at the oil depot for a day and a half. Almost 1,500 buildings in Kharkiv have been destroyed by Russian troops shelling. The mayor of the city, Igor Terechov, told about it. According to him, the shelling of Kharkiv is still going on. Volunteers and police bring humanitarian aid to areas where shells continue to hit. In the city of Kharkiv, 1,410 buildings were destroyed, of which 1,177 are residential buildings, multi-story residential buildings where Kharkiv residents lived. If we talk about the city's infrastructure, 53 kindergartens were destroyed, 69 schools, 15 hospitals. This is the result of Russian aggression. We had to move people to schools, kindergartens, bomb shelters, basements, subway stations. It hurt so much. They are bastards. These orcs killed the innocent child. Chernihiv ultramarathon record holder Maxim Us lost his son, and his wife was injured after artillery shelling of a residential area in Chernihiv. A Russian shell fell in front of their house on March the 16th. Maxim and his wife were looking for a safe place for their son to survive the shelling. The boy had autism. They went out of the corridor of the apartment to the entrance. The front door did not protect them from fragments. There was a chair here. The child was sitting. The wife was sitting here. We thought that the door would cover us if something happened. I stood here, under the wall, pressed my ear and opened my mouth. It was dark. I had my wife screaming. I realized what had happened, turned on my headlight, looked here, and there was a child in a bloodstain. Maxim ran for help. The injured wife and son had to be taken to an ambulance. On the street, he met men who took the family out of the house under fire. I was carrying the boy. A shell fell 8 meters from the entrance. There was a fragment in his head. His knees were full of fragments too. I was afraid to take him in my arms, so that something could happen to his back. But they were shooting, so I grabbed the boy and ran. 10-year-old Dmitro was immediately taken for surgery. The boy died in intensive care a week later. Maxim's wife, Yevgenia, is at risk of losing her leg. The woman needs an urgent evacuation from the city and a surgery. Now Maxim is looking for an opportunity to take her out. And this is May last year. All the Us family are on the run. Maxim is an ultramarathon runner, a record holder of Ukraine. He ran 100 kilometers in 11 hours and 39 minutes, finished 66th. He was the only runner with a disability among 150 participants.